All right, I'm here with head football coach Brian Keller. Coach Keller, how you going? How's it going?
Doing well.
So last year you dealt with a lot of close losses and a few injuries that had major impacts on the team. How are you reflecting on last season, and what changes are you looking for this year to get over that hump?
Yeah, really not reflecting on last year at all. That was last year. We're moving on, new season, and that. Yeah, you always take lessons from the past, but I don't think that's something that we really need to dwell on. Whether you had a great year or a not so great year, but this is this year, and this is what we're focusing on.
Yeah, and one of those returning players that you have is Carter Terry. He's one of the best passers when he's healthy in all of Division III. What have you seen from him so far this year, and what are your expectations for him this season?
Well, I don't know if we necessarily need to set any expectations for Carter. He sets the bar pretty high for himself. He's definitely a very competitive kid, a coach's kid. He's been around it. Just has the qualities that you want in a quarterback. One of the best in the country. But I will tell you this: this is the best I've ever seen him look, and that's what you want out of a senior. He's done a lot of hard work on his own. Plus, we have a new quarterbacks coach has done a really good job kind of smoothing out and refining some of his areas that he needed to work on.
And around Carter, you brought in a big recruiting class. And I know it's early, but what can you say about this year's freshmen and transfers? And are there any that are standing out to you?
Yeah, I think it's way too early to name any names. These guys were all very good in high school. You're right, very talented group. They have thick high school scrapbooks, but that doesn't mean anything when you come to the collegiate level. But I think the biggest thing that I've noted as a group, from top to bottom, a very competitive group, very willing to work hard. And anytime you can improve the bottom of your roster and push everything up, so you can improve your team. So we feel really good about the young talent there.
And going off of that, is there any returners that have impressed you?
Yeah, I think, on the defensive side, I think our two interior D linemen, Brady Albrandt, Taden Gindrup, have done a really nice job. Our linebacker core is healthy. We've moved Quinn Keller from safety down to linebacker with he and Max Brinker and Caleb Kais and Zach Busmonte. That's a really good group right there.
And in keeping it on defense, you brought in a few new assistant coaches this season, but specifically a defensive coordinator in William Lawrence. How has he fit in here, and what does he bring to the table?
Yeah, Coach Lawrence has been super. He made an immediate impact on our team in January just with our off-season program. He brings a lot of enthusiasm, excitement, just accountability. The defense seems very cohesive, and they understand their assignments, they understand what they're doing, and I can see a huge difference in that side of the ball. Also on the defensive side, as you mentioned, Corell Colmoose, we brought in from Concordia, was a player there, helped us this spring, helping us in the secondary. I like his enthusiasm that he brings, plus he's just finished up playing, and so he's a young guy who can really relate to our young players. Then also Steve Snyder is helping us in the defensive line. Steve's been a longtime coach. He's the head coach at Midland. When I came here as head coach, he was already the head coach at Midland. So just having his background and experience, it's really good for me to be able to talk to someone that's been around a long time as well.
Now the season is quickly approaching. You traveled to Austin College in week 1 in Texas, and then you returned to face Mayville State, a team that beat you last season in overtime. What are you looking forward to in your first 2 non-conference games before you hit ARC play?
2 wins. That's what it comes down to, is get those wins and then get into conference football.
And playing in the American Rivers Conference, you obviously see some great competition every week. How do you prepare your players for the grind of the conference season?
Yeah, I think, it's obviously two elements there, the mental part and the physical part. And our guys have done a great job, I think, physically. And every coach in America is saying that right now, but I can see the physical difference just in the bodies. I mean, you can actually see that. So they've done a really good job coming in. That freshman class that you talked about kind of look like men. The majority of them look like sophomores and juniors in college. They don't look like typical freshmen. So the physical part's there. Now the mental part, we just have to prepare them that it is a long season. You got to avoid the highs and lows. I know it's very cliche, but if you stay on kind of a smooth, even keel, you will be able to go through a long season like that.
Well, Coach, I appreciate your time and good luck this season.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.